say hi. I'm Cinderella, the cast of Anna Karenina. Thank you for joining me and chatting with me. It's so good to see you guys. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and the first round is going to be rapid fire. So whatever comes to your head first, you're gonna write it down and you're gonna show us. Who's your favorite character in the show?
How is spelling for this? How do we feel about that?
Spelling is very, very, very important. Ooh, juicy. One word to describe the show. Wow.
Nice, Michael.
Wow.
Yes, let's go.
Liminal?
Unhinged was truly the word I wanted, but I just couldn't think about it.
Hey, who in the cast is most like their character? Go.
Oh, this is easy.
I think we literally had a conversation about this last night.
I think we all put the same thing.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
I don't know how I did this.
Yep.
We all think
Yes! There's a Michelle Kitty. That's good too. Saying Rochelle's like Kitty is a lot nicer than saying Michael's like Karen.
Kitty like takes care of everyone and she's really devout and it's so Rochelle.
I think Rochelle is like Kitty in all of like the beautiful ways.
And
Michael, there was some of us were having a conversation about like love before we were even cast. And I was like, what's the difference between like love and infatuation? Like, I don't know, like what is love? And Michael just sent me like a graph. And that explains it.
We were also saying last night that like Karenin would also be the kind of person to judge other people's dogs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What has been the greatest challenge and the greatest reward with working with green screens and on camera and unfortunately not being together? What's that like?
don't ask me that.
Because we have so many different like viewing angles and our spaces are always moving and we're arranged much like we are here, except for like our positions are always moving. So we have to clock out all these positions. And honestly, when I was going to film my season audition and the not the season audition, the showcase this year, I just felt more comfortable doing camera work.
I think another thing is that we've all learned to appreciate like all the stuff the technicians do that goes unseen, how intense everything is and how like every single detail has to be inspected and how the lights have to be positioned carefully and your mic needs to be doing this or doing that. Everything is set up so that everyone has the exact same thing.
One of the biggest challenges, but also one of the biggest benefits is that it really is like a test of everything that we've learned the past 4 years in terms of like, you got to be so in tune with like just listening to people, because a lot of the time you can't even see what's really on the monitor. So you're listening for changes in intonation and picking up on all those little like curveballs that people are throwing at you. And it's really an exercise for sure.
Depending on the version, Leo Tolstoy's original novel of Anna Karenina is 864 pages. Did any of you read the novel, or do you?
Kane did.
I finished it last week. I have been reading that thing for 8 months now. I finished it last week. I started in June. I ended in January.
I read it throughout the summer, and yes, it is like the long novel, but I like the play really hits on all these major points. But as we've been navigating rehearsal, it's you have to move fast and you got to move fast through it quickly and be picking up your cues and just flowing from scene to scene is just how we've been doing with this like massive show and covering so much time and space.
What kind of individual prep did you guys do outside of rehearsal to get ready for this?
I mean, doing a lot of research into Russia itself and into a lot of the themes of the novel was really key to accessing a lot of the characters who center along. I mean, like, you know, even the characters themselves have a lot of connection to Tolstoy's life. So knowing that background is really important.
It's been a lot of like mapping out like where do my props need to be. One of the things that you might not like be able to tell is because of the green screen, our cameras are always on. A lot of us are like crawling on floors to get from side to side. So you have to like know where your props are, where your costumes are, map out which side you need to enter and exit on, especially because you can't look at the screen.
Gotta
Yeah.
crawl.
Oh my goodness.
If you want to speak, you gotta crawl.
What has it been like working with Lisa Cox?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And she's so understanding of the challenges of it. And she understands that, you know, none of us are really trained to perform in this medium because it's not film and it's not theater. It's neither. It's somewhere in between. So she's extremely patient with us and extremely encouraging, which is just so wonderful, on the top of her being a good director.
So it's really great to work with someone who is like invested in you growing as a person and as an actor, and how that changed in this medium. You might feel like you're stumbling, but she's picking you up right away and like challenging you, but also not like pushing you over your limits, because tears will happen. And thankfully, like we've been having a lot of breathing together, even though that's a little bit different on Zoom, but like it's just really great to have someone there to challenge you and support you in a time where you're like, you don't really know what's going on or what you're doing.
Weird to do group breathing when there's like a lag. So you like breathe together, but like someone's off.
For our friends and patrons at home, Anna Karenina is running February 10th to 13th, and we're going to have the links down there. So make sure that you come see these wonderful people in their wonderful show. You're not going to want to miss this one. And yeah, we're signing off. Bye, everybody.